Hi, let me welcome you to this conversation. I've had something on my mind that I have been wanting to talk about for weeks and just never took the time to sit still long enough to do that. But with the Super Bowl being right here on us, this was the perfect time to talk about it. And it's about the Super Bowl that's coming and the relation of that to life. So I use everyday circumstances and situations to get a better understanding of how that can relate to things in life. So I look at football and the Super Bowl in terms of the life experience, the stadium being the stadium of our lives, and the Super Bowl being where we are in the Super Bowl of life. So I started this thought after watching a game a few weeks ago. And I was watching some fans that were in the audience, and they were covered up, and they were shivering because it was raining and it was cold, but they were there cheering. It made me start to think about life. And I started thinking, I said, okay, who is there in our stadium of life during difficult times, during bad weather, when things aren't going well in our lives? Who is there? Because just because rooting for us, by the way, because just because someone is in the stadium doesn't mean that they're on our team or rooting for our team to win. Everybody who's going to be at the stadium at the Super Bowl is not rooting for the same team. So it doesn't matter who's in the stadium of your life. It doesn't matter if they work at the same job or they wear the same uniform or drive the same kind of car, live in the same neighborhood, go to the same church, congregation, temple, mosque, same fraternity, same sorority, same race. None of that matters. They may not be rooting for you, even if they're in the same family, may not necessarily be rooting for you, because when bad weather comes, you look in the stands, there's nobody there. When you're going through a difficult time, bad weather for you, maybe you've had some financial problems, right? Bad weather. Who's still there, right with you, supporting you during that time? You have some emotional difficulties, a problem with a relationship, right? With relationship with whoever, parents, spouse, children, whoever, friends. Who's there? You've had an illness. Something has given you distress because of illness that you're going through. Who is there during those difficult times when it gets hard to do? Who is there during the bad weather times in our lives? Truly, we got to choose wisely who we bring into our inner circle. During the same game that I was watching, there was a touchdown. There was obviously a touchdown. So what I watched was what happened during the touchdown. So when a touchdown was made, the player who made the touchdown, the other teammates, for one, came and celebrated just like they had ran the touchdown in, because someone on their team won, and it was like they won. Who's on your team that comes rushing to you when you've had a success, when something has gone well for you, and you um, have got a promotion on a job, or overcame an illness, or made a financial reverse, or leveled up, as it would be? Who rushes to your support and aid to cheer along with you? Not coming so they can tell you what it is that they're doing, but cheering that you have just won. Just like that football player jumps into the stands and just leans back and just gets all that support. Oh man, people patting him. And who's doing that when you win? Uh, if you look at your phone right now, the last 5 people that you talked to, what did they do? The last time you told them about something positive that happened in your life, what was their reaction? Because there's some people who, congratulations, good job. You know who I'm talking about. Or people who might just give you a thumbs up, if anything. So that's the point. Choose wisely. What about when, like in a football game, it's going to happen in the Super Bowl, there is a tackle, an injury, an interception? Who comes to your aid? Who covers you while you recover and supports you? Who is truly saddened by that? You see it when someone on team on the field gets injured. or interception comes, you can see people in the stands. You'll see it during the game. Oh man, how did this happen? People, man, they'll get really frustrated. They'll get upset because it feels like something happened to them. Who is so connected to you that when you experience pain, it's like it happened to them? I'm talking about having more than just an interest in things not going well for you, but having a curiosity. Man, is there anything I can do to help out? Talking about going beyond sympathy, beyond empathy, but having compassion for you when you're going through something. Who is there? Choose wisely. What about when there is actual halftime? And halftime comes, and you see the football players that rush off the field or timeout. They go off to the side and they refuel. And they're refueling physically, they're refueling mentally, they're hearing their coaches tell them, listen, here's what you need to do. I've been watching you on the field. Here's something you need to do to improve. So when they come back after halftime, they're energized. They're not dragging, oh man, I sure hate to get back on the field. You don't see that. You're going to see it tomorrow or when the Super Bowl comes, whenever you view this video. You're going to see they're going to come running out on the field because they refuel during timeout and halftime. What are you doing during your timeout? When you finally get off of your assignment or off of your job or whatever it is, when you get ready to go back, that Monday morning or that Friday night, whenever you start, whatever your job is for you, are you refreshed? Are you refueled? May not have to do with where you're going, but it may have more to do with what you did during your time out. How did you feed yourself physically so you can be energized when it's time to go, so you can win? How did you feed yourself mentally? What did you consume? What did you read? Right? They say that we should be reading something about 30 minutes a day. You know, if we want to be beyond average, mind you, 70% of the people will be average and continue doing what they have done. They say only 10% of the population will actually be those who move to function beyond what's normal and average in the Super Bowl of life, and 20% will just drift through confused. Man, it just is what it is. I don't know how it ended up this way. We get to choose in the Super Bowl of life how things are going to be and how they will work out for us. So listen, this is something I've been just thinking about, and I wanted to say something in our Super Bowl of life in this stadium. Please choose your team well. Choose how you spend your time very well, because for some of us, it's the second half of the game. For some of us, it's the last time out. For some of us, we've already had the 2-minute warning. We don't have much time left, but the game is still going. It's not over. If you're able to see, if you're able to hear this, it's still time to do something. Maybe somebody just needs to be reminded, man, you're in the game. Maybe they just need that pat on the back, that encouragement to go forward. Man, if you find any value in what we just talked about, what I just shared with you, click like on here, click share, pass it on to somebody else, because maybe it'll help somebody in the process. Man, live free, travel well, dream big. Till the next time.